Hey, it's the 27th of November 2025. I just thought I'd give an update to what I've been working on. And while I'm waiting here for my daughter to play piano, the dog and I are waiting. It's a Friday. I released first version of Harley, I would say 2.1. In this update, Harley it's a new refreshed app, look and feel and vibe, so to speak. I've stripped back the capability. I had the whole chat team CBT process in there, and it would jump around. And so for now, I'm solving the use case of a simple app that you can get around. Rebuilt it, simplified the chat experience down, and I want to have multiple modes, right? So the first mode is just to be able to talk to someone and to identify what you're thinking and feeling about a particular event. So high on empathy, right? So I think that's the first one. The second one is that it should take you through a particular event so you can record what you're thinking and feeling. And I think out of that you would want to see data, and just had the idea then that perhaps potentially becomes an enterprise thing where a business gives it to their clients, where they're chatting, they're doing, they're being, and then they're recording details of their clients, and they're seeing that charted over time. So you would have like an enterprise model where the business gives it out to their clients. And I think that would be an interesting one, where you're recording and you're getting that data on and about your clients, for your clients, and seeing what that looks like, or electronic mood logs almost. And that the client is getting value as well, almost like an advisor and an advisor portal. But that comes later, I think. For now, I'm thinking about what perceptual aware has meant, and I'm not trying to sell this app. What I'm trying to do is solve for a particular problem that I think is worth solving. And most people don't know what they're thinking and feeling. The people that do, they're good, they're fine. But there is a painful experience where you don't know what you're actually feeling. Things blow up. I heard a good example or a use case the other day where you're about to go in a meeting and you blew up at your stuff and you don't know why. And if you're reacting these ways or triggered in these ways, and then you act, and then you look at how and you've got shame or embarrassment or frustration on how you're acting in situations. Now, there's been many ideas around this. People say they're triggered. Ray Dalio talks about a panic button for his staff, where people would, when they're doing throughout the day, they would have an issue and they would log what's happening for them in that moment, and they would come back and revisit it later. There's mood logs. David Burns does a mood log, what's going on. You're capturing your thoughts and emotions at a particular time. All that's out there. So I think there's a couple of primary use cases. Someone is that I'm overwhelmed, something's gone on, usually an event, right? Say, I yelled at my staff today. I was on a big meeting, and I lost it. I yelled at my staff who were trying to do something. So you hear that a lot, or people do that and then they have regret, because that you lose trust, and that impacts, on your work, but you do it, and you do it anyway. So it's usually you behave in a certain way that you don't like, but it's an impulse, it's a reaction, you are triggered, or you're not acting from choice, it's a reaction to something going on, and often it's a reaction to within. So I think that's the first use case, that I'm feeling a certain way, I'm having a shitty day, or I've had a shitty day with my boss and I didn't like it at work, or I'm having a shitty day because I yelled at the staff, at the staff meeting, or I cut someone off and I knew I was doing it, or I was short with my kids and I don't like when I do that, or I'm yeah, so I've done something and I have regret, and I keep doing it. So I think, or I don't know, maybe that's the other use case actually. I do something and I keep doing it, and that use case will be showing how your values are connected to your thoughts and feelings. But to know that, you've got to know what your thoughts and feelings are. So it's almost skill sets too. It's just, what am I feeling right now in any given day? And you'll find that, well, I certainly went through it, is that you actually don't know what you're feeling. So, usually it's that I'm bitching about what's going on. This will help you identify the thoughts and the feelings that are actually taking place in your mind. And that's about showing you what's happening in the background. Like, you're not actually conscious of these thoughts. The last you know of the thoughts are the feeling that you're having. And so this is about showing the relationship between thoughts and feelings, or perception and thoughts and feelings, and showing that pathway. And that's probably, step one. Just understand what you're thinking and feeling, to be honest. Let's start there. So that's what's version 1 in the app. And so, yeah, the idea of the use case there is that, you're having a difficult moment and you're putting it in, you haven't got anyone to talk to maybe, or when you talk to someone, they just say, why don't you just get over it? Or they problem solve on you. Or, you get cheerleaded, like, you'll be right, don't do that. Or someone jumps and tries to help you and you don't want help. And sometimes I don't want help, I need to process what it is that's going on for me. And so Harley now has that capability as step 1, and we'll expand the capabilities as we go. So I'm keen for feedback on this passion project, and this is what I think people want. I need to hear what people actually need. So that's it. Chris out.